Imagine a family torn apart by a senseless murder, a confession that might be a lie, and a courtroom drama that pits religious beliefs against the law. In June 1984, 23-year-old Deborah Sue Schatz, known as May, was murdered while delivering mail in Houston's upscale West Memorial neighborhood. Her body was found 20 miles away, dumped in a bayou, and the case quickly became a media sensation. The accused killer, 17-year-old David Port, was arrested, but the story took a shocking turn when his parents refused to testify against him. Bernard and Odette Port, David's father and stepmother, chose jail over betraying their son, citing Jewish law as their defense. The media portrayed the Ports as loving, devoted, and deeply religious parents, while the Schatz family's grief was largely overlooked. David Port's trial took place in New Braunfels, a town with a strong German heritage, adding another layer of complexity to the case. Despite a detailed oral confession from David, the state's case was weak without the parents' testimony, making the trial a nail-biting affair. David was convicted and sentenced to 75 years in prison, but the case didn't end there. It re-emerged years later with a shocking twist. In August, the Texas Third Court of Appeals reversed David's conviction, citing the inadmissibility of his oral confession. The Schatz family was devastated by the murder and the subsequent legal battles, which only deepened their sense of loss. Albert Schatz, May's father, never recovered from the tragedy and died 2 months after his daughter's murder, apparently of a broken heart. The Schatz family's home was a modest, 3-bedroom house in a working-class neighborhood, a stark contrast to the Port's affluent lifestyle. May Schatz was an ordinary girl with simple dreams, making her murder all the more unfathomable. The night of May's disappearance, her family searched frantically, driven by a sense of dread and premonitions of death. Barbara Schatz, May's mother, had a vision of her daughter's face on a bedroom curtain, confirming her worst fears. David Port's confession was chillingly detailed, describing how he shot May and disposed of her body, yet he claimed he didn't know why he did it. The media's focus on the Port's religious defense overshadowed the Schatz family's suffering, adding to their sense of injustice. The Port's refusal to testify was rooted in their traumatic pasts, including Odette's experiences in Nazi-occupied Greece. The legal battle over the parents' testimony became a national debate, with scholars and rabbis weighing in on ancient Talmudic law. The Port's marriage crumbled under the strain, and they eventually divorced, each grappling with their own sense of betrayal and loss. David Port's release from prison left the Schatz family feeling like justice had been denied, their pain and grief unresolved. The Schatzes received a civil settlement, but no amount of money could compensate for their loss or ease their suffering. Odette Port tried to rebuild her life, haunted by memories and the fear of being dragged back into court. The case highlighted the complexities of the legal system, religious beliefs, and the human capacity for both love and betrayal. David Port's future remains uncertain, as does the possibility of a retrial without his confession. The Schatz family continues to mourn May, their lives forever changed by a crime that defies understanding. Bernard Port struggles with his own doubts and the sense that life has betrayed him, questioning every decision he made. The story of May Schatz and David Port is a tragic tale of two families caught in a web of violence, legal battles, and shattered dreams. As the legal system grapples with the case, the emotional scars on both families remain deep and enduring. The Ports and the Schatzes are left searching for meaning in a senseless act, their lives forever intertwined by tragedy. In the end, the story serves as a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring impact of loss. Stay tuned for more stories that delve into the human condition.